This matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Panthers and the Vikings, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. Now Mond on the bootleg. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on second down. On the handoff, Lynch. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game of the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10. Getting this to Roundtree out of the backfield. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
On 2nd and goal, Mond. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Vikings will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Prescott on 1st down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Scott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. And And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
In trouble, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On second down now, it's Scott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, it's Scott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On 3rd down, Scott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 48 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a give to Lynch. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Here's Mond. Rolling to his right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Barnes, and that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Henry Ruggs, 47 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Taking it about the 1.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Lynch. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Lynch. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Mond. They're going for it. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st down, here's Mond. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throw left side complete. That's Barnes. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for Carolina. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
A carry now for Lynch. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Lynch. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense could breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 63 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Bond looks to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Scott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. To throw on 2nd down. Bell. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Scott, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Bond going to throw it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Bell, and a slant hauled in by Ruggs. Hard to believe his first catch of the game. Defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Lynch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space. But there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle. And, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the